Hey guys, Brian Fisher with Edge Fitness. Hope you're having a great day so far. As we are closing off, this is the last day of 2020. Take a deep breath, a little sigh of relief. Maybe, it depends, right? That old adage of the more things change, the more they stay the same. What's going to happen? We don't know. I don't have a crystal ball. Wish I could look into the future and see, but we're not the ones who know. Thankfully, we're not the ones who are in control either. So from that perspective, how are we going to make 2021 better? It's a big difference to ask that question of how are we going to make it better. That is a mindset shift. That is not a I hope, if only, when, but kind of those qualifying statements that we oftentimes like to go to, if only I had more money, if only I had more time, if only I was more organized, then 2021 could be a better year. Okay, well, who's going to do that for you? Who's going to get you more money? Who's going to get you more time? Who's going to get you more organized? Okay, well, oftentimes those can go together. I hope 2021 is better. Okay, how is that going to get better? Hope is a great thing to have. We do have hope every single day. Okay? We can hope for a better day, but we have to actually go out and do something about that. We can't just hope for it and rely on somebody else to do it for us again. When? Okay, that whole statement of if not now, when? All right, awesome, great. If not now, now has to eventually come. When? We all kind of jokingly have said over the past year that this quarantine was the closest to someday. Someday I will, or someday when I have more time, more money, I'm more organized, I'm fitter, someday I'll eat better. Okay, someday has to come eventually, and when it does, when you turn that calendar, all of a sudden we tore off 2020 and there's 2021. Instead of January 1st, it said someday. Wow. What are we going to do on that day when that day does come? Someday is going to come eventually. We can either be ready for it and all these things are kind of crossed off the list as we go, or they're just boom, staring us right there in the face. Maybe 2020 was a great year for you. You got a lot of those things on your someday list done. Awesome. Build on that momentum. You're already kind of getting to what we're going to talk about here in a second with that. Some of us are still into this kind of hoping side. Hope is great again. We want to have hope. There is hope each and every single day that we can have. But if we're stuck saying if only, or I just hope when, I should get in better shape. I should get more organized. Don't go shoulding all over yourself. Okay? You have to take some action on that. That should is kind of, you're thinking about it though. Take that mindset too of don't just scrap all these things and say, I should do this. Okay, why should you? What will that do for you if you do that? Why do you want to do that? Because if you think you should, there's probably some level of motivation, contemplation, pre-contemplation that you're doing in there. There's something kind of building up. There's something ready. You can take advantage of that. Okay? But you need to start putting that should into action. And what can you do, not just what should you do. All right? Start thinking of it that way as well. But not a word that I really like to use very often. We all do use it. I could be in better shape, but the kids, but work, but school, but, and unfortunately all those buts just turn into, bigger buts for a lot of people as we sit in that position of inaction, not doing the things that we know we can do, that we know that we're able to do. And that, some of us are ready to do, but maybe we just don't know how to go about it. So we want to try to come off of this, if only, I hope, when, I should, but we want to get rid of those statements, especially the buts. Okay? A lot of those statements that if you say, oh man, I'd be in better shape, but, okay, stop that. Instead of saying but, another great thing that you can replace that with is and. Okay? Well, instead of but, what can you do about it? Oh, I would be in better shape and, or I'd love to be in better shape and I can start doing something about it. And, if we change that but to an and, all of a sudden it opens up some opportunities. But's kind of a dead end. And opens up to forks in the road. We have multiple options. We can stay right where we're at, or we can keep going on that health and fitness journey with those next steps, one of those has to be towards a more positive and deliberate mindset. Having a positive mindset is great, but if you're just positive about things, sitting on the couch with a positive attitude is still sitting on the couch. Get up and move. Okay? Was reading a devotional, and it was, if we rely on God to be super, we still have to do some of the natural. So there's that combination where we still have to take part in our day-to-day lives. We still have to put things into action. We can still have our hope and our faith and all the prayers and wants and desires, but we have to take some action. We have to put some skin into the game. I'm not saying it's all up to us, because it's definitely not, but we are part of that process. We are made to be active, to actually do things. We're human beings. We're being involved. We're being active. We're doing something with it. So we want to start shifting some of those statements to I can statements. I can do something about how much money I have, or how fit I am, how healthy I am. I can do something about that. I can choose my choices. Okay? So that I can is a huge mental shift. I will. Not just if only or I hope, but I will do something. What is that something that you can and that you will do? Putting that into action. Start the process. I'm ready. I'm willing. I'm able. Okay? What are you ready to do? What are you willing to do? What are you able to do? We love to use that statement of, what are you ready, willing, and able to do right now? What's that small little thing that you can do even today? Last day of 2020, you can still do something today, even one small thing, to make 2020 a better year. Or more importantly, just make today a better day. A year is 365 days strung together. And it's just a turn of the calendar. Every single day, not just the whole year. A year is made up of those days, just like we'll talk more about this in future posts, on how to kind of look at our goals for any period of time, but especially easy to talk about it for a new year. We want to look at that big goal and kind of break it down. So let's just, for sake of argument, say if you want to lose some body fat. Okay, fast forward 1 year from today. It is the last day of 2021. What would success look like to you on December 31st, 2021 for your goal of fat loss, or for your goal of having more money, or for your goal of being more productive, being more organized, being fitter, being healthier? What would that look like to you? Rewind, reverse engineer that, and take a look at what are some of those limiting thoughts or beliefs that maybe you have, and turn them into what we like to call liberating truths of I can, I will, I'm ready, I'm willing, I'm able to do these things. We have a nice little flow chart that we've gotten from Precision Nutrition with just kind of how to break that down. We're going to introduce it here just very briefly, and like I said, we're going to show this a lot more later on down the road with some posts where we're going to dive into this a whole lot deeper. But just for today, we're going to introduce it. We've done it in some other posts before, but it's just a little simple flow chart here of here's your goal. What is your goal? And we'll break down the whole SMARTER acronym and just how to set behavior versus outcome goals, and take a look at all those things that you can do. I can, I will, I'm ready, I'm willing, I'm able. Well, what are you able to do? What are you willing and able to do right now? Okay, what can you do this month? Okay, so maybe you're looking ahead. What can you do in January? What is one thing that you can do to break down that outcome into that big goal for 2021 into 12 measurable steps? There's your months. What can you do in month 1? What can you do this week? Okay, yeah, it's Thursday. There's still some time left. What could you still do this week, today, tomorrow, into the weekend? What could you do today? What is one thing that you're ready, willing, and able to do to make today a better day? You string all these todays 365 times in a row. You string 52 weeks, 12 months, all together to get you right here to that goal. That's how the process works, but it has to start with the mindset of I can achieve this goal if I break that down. Now you've got something workable. You've got a plan. You can take some active steps towards that goal. I will use this flow chart that Brian showed me, because wow, that makes a lot of sense. That seems kind of doable, rather than just casting out hopes and dreams, but actually doing the process each and every single day of taking steps towards that goal. Hopefully this helps you to kind of shift you out of, again, some of those limiting beliefs where you hold yourself back, and gives you some options to start choosing some liberating truths. Got that from Michael Hyatt, so don't give me all the credit for that. I just love to use that one because it opens those doors, especially the ones in our mind, open them up to all the opportunity, all the potential that we have to start doing things, to start taking a little more control over the controllables. Okay? So when we say take control of your life, you can only do that so much. We're not the ones in control, but we can control the controllables. We can do our part to help make each day better. And if you do each day 365 times in a row, you have a better year. So hopefully that helps you guys out to kind of prepare for 2021 and whatever comes next. You know, I definitely use the word hope that it is better than what 2020 has been. But look back to, don't discard 2020 as, oh, it's just been a terrible year. And in a lot of ways, for a lot of people, it has. But take a look at those bright spots and look at those. That's going to help shift your mindset and help you to be more ready, willing, and able for an exercise like this. So hopefully this was helpful for you guys. If it was, don't forget to subscribe and share to our channel here so you can get more helpful tips to help you keep taking your next steps through the rest of 2020, yes, today, and into 2021, starting it off great tomorrow. Don't wait until Monday, January 4th. That's just more momentum holding you back into your old habits. What's one thing that you can do today, for the week, for the month, to get you to that big goal, whatever it is, breaking it down. So when you look back at 2021, a year from now, you can say, I achieved success because I was ready, willing, and able each and every day to give my best, to be my best. Make today a great day for you guys. We'll see you guys next time.